You're saying I didn't drive it herself.
Exactly.
You're seeing these pictures in the video, and I'm like, I love this car. It's like, it's got all the,
You got a good
it's
idea.
got all the, it checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
To go.
Push it hard. How does it feel around turns to you? Does it feel good?
Yeah, it actually is. You know, the other thing, I've actually never driven a Mustang. Well, I did a classic Mustang.
Okay.
And everyone, I've been wanting to drive just one in general, as everyone talks about how they handle.
Yeah, man, I think the 65 and 66s, since they're like tight, smaller cars, handle a little bit better than the 67, 68s. That's my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I'd like to take one of these vintage cars out on a track, right? Like, just to see how it actually performs on an open track.
Although that Porsche, most of the stuff I have is pretty slow. It's like, I'm not necessarily a speed thrill seeker necessarily, but I love the mechanics. I love the feeling of being in a car.
Yeah.
Something that floats.
And for me, I like cornering. Like, I like to feel machine, kind of stick to the road. And
the Porsche shifter is so different than this. Like,
oh yeah.
Like,
that would be a factory Shelby shifter in there as well. That would be factory for 65, 66, something.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Sounds like an old school muscle car. Well, that's the thing too with Teslas and stuff, right? Like, they're super fast from what I understand. I've never driven one before. They're super fast.
Well, they're easy. It's like, you don't have to deal with any of the bullshit.
Right. It doesn't sound like this.
No, I mean, it's nothing like that. And it's not, but it's nice, like, to have at least one car that I don't have to worry about tune-ups or oil changes.
Yeah, that's cool. You can have a Tesla, I take it?
Yeah, that's like so my partner Abby, it's like, the man I got it for him is he's like, not as, mechanics are really his thing.
Yeah.
But then I also bought him, I just got him a 300D, like, Mercedes.
Old school Mercedes.
Yeah. And it's like perfect for him. Because everything else I have is a stick.
Right.
So I'm like,
yeah, that's my style. I like that. Like, it looks like an old junker from the outside, but then you, like, Corvette pulls up next to you and you beat the shit out of him.
Right, exactly.
So you're gonna pull up to one of your concerts in this thing?
On the night, I think.
That'd be fucking cool, right?
Well, that's the day I'll probably make a post about it. Anyways, before I leave.
How does it feel to be a rock star?
It doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't. I mean, like,
when you started getting when you started getting really famous, was it getting annoying for, like, people asking for your autograph everywhere and shit like that?
No, well, I mean, I would say, like, I'm at a spot in my career, it's at, like, the perfect level of fame, where it's like, people will recognize me, I'll say hi, but it never gets, like, out of control, unless you're in certain scenarios,
right.
Like, if I were at, like, a concert or
and people see you
see a vape festival around Nashville or down, if I were to go downtown, that'd be a little bit more of a thing.
Yeah,
but for the most part, it's like, it's just kind of, usually people come up and say hello, they want a picture, they want an autograph or whatever, and it's, I like it. It's a really easy thing to do to make someone's day.
Yeah, that's
you get
awesome.
in there to say hi real quick. For the most part, people are like, they'll get in, be respectful of your time, and just kind of move on.
How did it feel? Like it?
It was a car, baby. Let's go. Love it. It's like the car just wants it.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
It just wants to go.
But even there, like, it rides, it's not real wobbly, which is nice.
Yeah. And to me, that's what's important.
I know.
Well, again, I think for 65, 66, they're a little bit more nimble around corners. But some of the larger cars, 3 cars max, right? Like, you have your daily driver, you might have your one crazy exotic sports car, and then you gotta have one cool classic car. I think that's the perfect mix.
Well, that's my daily driver now is I got a 95 Power Stroke.
Okay.
It was just like truck I always wanted in high school.
Yeah.
And And then
So is that the 7.3?
7.3, yeah.
That's cool.
But with that truck, it's like I don't drive very much, so I'm going short distances, and I take that. Sometimes I just look at Porsche or the Bug. The thing that turns me out about that Beetle is I'm like, this is the oldest car I have by far. And it's also by far the most fuel efficient one of them all. It's amazing. Yeah, this is killer. I love it. God, it sounds bad.
That's awesome.
You definitely feel like you're part of the car, that's for sure.
That's awesome. That's very forward. I think what's cool about any of these classic cars is, do you feel like it's taking you back in time? Is it medicinal for you in the fact that it'll just let everything go from your mind?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I was telling you, the car that I would sit behind and pretend like I was driving was our parents' 64 Mustang. So I would get in there.
This brings you back.
And I would just pretend like I was driving this car all over the place. So.
That's what these cars are supposed to do, right? These cars are supposed to bring you to a certain time, or give you a certain feeling of a certain time, right?
This definitely does.
That's awesome.
Like that, for sure.
That's perfect.
Just the speedometer.
Yeah.
Just looking at that, it's like,
it's cool.
It's amazing. The typeface, the size, the whole thing. It's the perfect sound of like, just enough to where it's not obnoxious.
Yeah. That you could drive it. You can go on a long trip.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, some people get the exhaust where it's like
too loud,
just loud to be loud. It doesn't sound good. This is like, it sounds musical.
Yeah.
I'm seeing these pictures in the video, and I'm like, I love this car. It's like, it's got all the.
You got a good idea.
It's got all it checks all the boxes.
Yeah. A lot of our clients are not local. They're from different parts of the country, and it's very difficult for them to get out and actually look at the car.
Right.
So for them to be able to see and understand every single thing about a car is extremely important. Well, yeah, we're mainly all online, right? Like that's our whole thing, our modern way to buy a classic car. Through our digital marketing and our content, we're able to show a potential client exactly what they're buying, how it feels to drive it through our point of view videos.
I will say the pictures, videos, and all that was done very well.
Did you watch the full video of this car?
I did, yeah.
Good.
Several times.
TJ, man, I had a great time with you today, man. It was
likewise.
Great conversations. Absolutely awesome.
I mean,
I appreciate you coming out here.
It's not we do cool shit. I mean, we play shows and they're fun, but usually my mornings are not this.
Well, hopefully we made your morning, and it was great that you came out here and were able to drive the car and look at it and understand it completely.